Shawna Martinez here from Performance Team. Today we're talking about what to be expecting when you're purchasing a home here in Dallas-Fort Worth. So I'm a local real estate agent here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We do a lot of business. I would say primarily 75% of our business is from out-of-state clients relocating here from places like New York, Indiana, California, Philadelphia. We have tons of buyers coming from all over. The economy's just too good here. The housing market's really good here, but there's a couple of things you need to consider. So every time I speak with a client relocating here from out of state, I do a full buyer consultation. What does that mean? Basically, that means I'm gonna sit down with you either via Zoom, because you're not here, or over the phone. We're gonna go through a series of questions. Make sure you have all your list of wants and likes and needs, your dislikes, what are deal breakers, what does it look like for you on the financial side? Are you gonna be paying cash? Are you gonna be using a lender? Are you pre-approved? Who is that lender? Those kinds of things. That's just a few of the things that we go through. But one of the biggest things I always want people to understand is when I ask them if there's a specific address or maybe they're relocating here for work and they want to be close to their office, I ask them where that's located and I ask them, how many minutes do you want to be away for a commute? Not miles, because like California, you can literally take an hour to go 5 miles here sometimes, depending on the highway that you're at, the time of day, and if there's any construction going on. And spoiler alert, there's construction going on everywhere around here. We can't get anywhere without hitting some sort of construction. But hey, that's just the pains we're going through right now with all the growth that's happening here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So these are just a couple of things to consider. So one of the things that you want to make sure you tell me is how comfortable do you feel like being on the road for a certain amount of time? So if you're telling me you want to be 20 miles from your work, well, how many minutes do you want to be from your work? Do you want to be in your car for an hour or do you want to be in your car no more than 30 minutes? Because we can actually do a home search for you based on time and time of day so that you can see what time you need to be there, how long it's going to take you to get there from point A to point B from a certain time. So if you need to be at work by 8 a.m., but you don't want to be more than 30-minute commute away, then we probably need to be looking less than 20-mile radius because 20-mile radius could take you 45 minutes or an hour. Does that make sense? The other thing is, one of the things that are really big here in the area are new builds. We are building, if there is land, we will build it. And so what you have to consider is new builds are a great alternative to the pre-owned home and the rat race, but right now it's a little tough to get into new builds as well. But the first thing I always talk to people about is we are very well known for having PIDs and MUDs. So what is that? A PID is a public improvement district. A MUD is a multiple utility district. In short, that means they've either brought in their own utility infrastructure, which is a MUD, or they have improved the land the developer has and has passed that now onto a tax to the homeowner. How does it affect you? Again, it's a tax on your home for a certain amount of time. It could be 15 years, it could be 20 years or more, and it's going to be a certain percentage of your overall home value. So that is one of the things that will actually increase your monthly payment. So when we're looking at buying power and where you want to be on a monthly payment standpoint, you always want to check to see if those communities are in a PID or a MUD, because it will change your payment. It will increase it without adding any extra value to your home. So that's one of the things I always go over with buyers coming here. The other thing is, if you are pre-approved, is it with a local reputable lender? And the reason why that's important is from a listing agent standpoint, when we see offers come across, if you're using one of the big name brokerages out there for lending that you see on a commercial, it's going to be very tough for you to get your offer accepted. And why is that? Because you can never get a hold of the lender after hours. You cannot get a hold of them on the weekends. And guess when people are reviewing offers? Listing agents and sellers are reviewing offers evenings and weekends, and if they can't get a hold of your lender, that's going to be a done deal for you. You're not going to be able to get your offer accepted, or it's going to make it very tough for you to get your offer accepted. We work with some of the best lenders in the area. We only want to get you in with the best people because it's going to help you when you're in a multiple offer situation, which we're seeing on every home right now. Stay tuned. I'm going to teach you some more tips and tricks on how to get your offer accepted in a multiple offer situation.